Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and something a little bit different for you today. I've basically been furiously trying to grind out to the FV4202. I'd got to a stock Comet and I heard that they were replacing it, making it a premium, so I've been furiously trying to grind my way through that. And I was hoping to do a two-part special with it. I think I'm going to start that tomorrow anyway, basically featuring videos from the Comet, the Centurions, etc. And fingers crossed I will get there and I will do it before Thursday. So this one, Ace is High, basically 2 Ace Tanker games. I don't really want to say too much. This one is in the T29. Quick rundown of the stats: 105mm gun, 5.26 rounds a minute. That's before any equipment, and I have vertical stabilizer, gun ram and vents on it. 198mm pen on your standard rounds, 320 damage, 245 on your APCR premiums with again 320 damage, 53 and 420 for your high explosive, 2.3 second aiming time, 0.42 accuracy, not the most accurate. Good gun depression at minus 10 degrees though. I also have Cola on here and a premium repair kit, because why not? I like the T29. I don't care, you can call me a scrub, you can call me a noob, I really don't give a shit. I love the T29. People say it's an easy tank to do well in, and well, it can be. The hull needs careful management though, I will say that. And I am not one of these golden hull down position T29 people, because they piss me off just as much as they do everybody else, where they find their golden hull down spot and they refuse to leave it for love, money, nuclear war or anything else. Now, 35 km/h speed limit. Hull armour 102, 76, 51, that's front, sides and rear. The turret, a whopping 279mm on the front, 127 on the sides, 102 on the rear, and the turret and the gun, basically what the T29's about. You can, with careful angling, bounce shots off the hull. I've heard the age-old what's better, Tiger or T29 argument and debacle. Well, I'll let you make your mind up. I come up against a few Hammers and Tigers, and people say, oh, well, the Hammer's not the Tiger. Yeah, it is. The Tiger's got a slight buff to the speed, basically the engine, but essentially it's a Tiger. And everybody says, oh, if you get a T29 out in the open, a Tiger will kick its arse. Well, I've killed plenty of Tigers in this thing out in the open. Just get right up in their face. They don't have the gun depression to get down and shoot at my hull. And if I can't get up in the face, with careful angling you can block a lot on this. I had a match on Pacific Island where I think I blocked 4,500 and most of that was on my hull. You can call me a liar, but I think it's actually on my YouTube channel, so you can have a look. Anyway, I'm platooned up with my lovely wife again. She's in her Black Prince. She's got to the Black Prince on her British line on her own account. And I took a break from furiously grinding out. Yes, furiously again. See how many times I can say it in this video. Yeah, grinding that out, and to give her a hand in her Black Prince. She was helping me out, platooning with me in the CDC for some of the Centurion grind that I've been doing. So, yeah, helps her out in this. So, like I say, tier 7 match, Scorpion Pass, standard battle, the new Scorpion Pass, taking care of that Hammer, and then that's when we notice there's stuff coming behind us, and I think say to her, look, we need to turn around behind us. There's a Comet up on the hill. She's dealing with the Comet, so I'm pretty safe to come and have a go at this AMX M4. I slap him upside the head for a nice bit of damage, and there's a Tiger rushing round, but I'm going to reload by the time he gets there. Not in time to save my teammate, unfortunately, but finish him off. And now the M4's making a run for it. And can I reload in time? Can I get a clear shot? Yes, I can. Straight through the front of his armour, and I take a hit in my flank from the enemy T29 there. So I'm going to back off a bit. Use this ridge line. Oh, donked it. He pulled back just in time. Oh, and then we've got to spin around behind us again because there's a Jagdpanther. But I just lock on, use the auto aim and just snapshot at him, and that finishes him off. So now I've got a Hammer and a T29. I've got to keep an eye on that T29, make sure it doesn't poke out. I don't want to go too far over there and give him my flank, but I want to try and take care of this Hammer. And yeah, I don't even remember having time to breathe in this match. It just seemed to be as soon as we take care of a threat on one side of us, a new one appears on the other side. And as you could see, we took care of the hammer up there. We had to turn around and deal with the Tiger and the hammer and the M4 and the T29 on this side. Oh, and yep, there's the danger back on my left flank again. So I put one into the hammer. He gets one into me in return, and I drop down to try and protect my flank from whatever was shooting at me before. The hammer gets finished off. I think that was my wife that did that. Now I'm going to try and come around here and deal with this T29. Oh, it's another T29 up there. Brilliant. Right, let's side scrape off here. Put one through his front. I've got to be careful with my angling. Over angle it too much and he'll just pen my side. Wait for the reload and he gets finished off, and I'm pretty sure that was my wife that did that. So now we've just got another T29 up here to deal with. See what I mean? It just seems to be that we take care of one flank and one side, somebody pops up on the other side. Managed to slap one into the T29 into the side of his hull. Now while I'm manoeuvring here, let me just reiterate and clear up what I was saying earlier about the T29 and the Tiger, because it did seem to me, well, it seems that I was saying that the T29 is better, that I've killed plenty of Tigers out in the open, etc. And that's not what I'm saying. All these tanks, the Tiger, the T29, they all have the strengths and the weaknesses. The Tiger does have a brilliant gun, and it's more accurate than this and faster firing, a lot faster firing. And I don't think it's so much the tank, it's the person controlling the tank. You get somebody bad in a T29, somebody better in a Tiger, they'll kick the T29's arse. Get somebody better in a T29, somebody worse in a Tiger, the opposite's going to be true. Managed to finish off that T29 there. I did burn my repair kit to get my tracks back up. I didn't want to leave the top of my hull, or the front of my hull, stuck up there where I could take another shot. And just as we take care of the T29, guess what? Another tank shows up. And it was just, I don't think we moved particularly far from this spot since we got here. It's just take care of one, somebody pops up behind us, take care of them, somebody else pops up behind us again. And I just come up over the ridge and just slap one into the IS to finish him off. And then the last tank is gone and we can breathe again. But yeah, it was quite an intense and fun match, I must admit. Well, we both definitely had fun doing that, but it was very intense. And like I say, pop up one side, deal with them, pop up behind us, deal with them, turn around, oh look, there's somebody else. But yeah, just shy of 4,000 damage, 3,848. Got a high caliber, my mastery badge, and we got a brothers in arms between us, which was a lovely match, to be honest. It was a really good, fun match. 81% on my mark of excellence, so I'm getting close to my second one. And we took the first and third place slots. So yeah, not a bad little round. Like I say, it was good fun, it was intense, and just shows why I love the T29. You can say it's an easy tank to do well in. I don't know, you've got to manage your weak spots, which is your hull. It's a pretty big weak spot, to be honest. You can bounce from some of the lower tiers at range, but a lot of them have got the pen to get through, especially that machine gun port on the front. Anyway, got another Ace Tanker replay coming up for you right now. Right, so here we are on Comarin, a tier 8 match, so I'm top tier again. It's just coincidence, honestly, that I keep putting these top tier ones on. I don't really mean to. I do well in when I'm not top tier, and I think I'll have to do one where sort of bottom tier special, I think. Anyway, yeah, fairly recently acquired. I got it when it snuck on sale a couple of weeks ago. 6.9 rounds a minute, again before equipment. I carry the improved combat rations on mine, standard first aid kit and repair kit. It's got 100 mil, 181 pen, 250 damage, 241 for premiums, 250 again, 50, 330 for your HE. Aiming times alright, 6.9, and oh sorry, 6.9 is the rate of fire. 2.9, accuracy 0.39, leaves a little to be desired. Tough armour though, it's like an upgraded version of the T-34-2, with 56 kilometers an hour, a little bit underpowered at 520. Decent hull traverse at 46, and same with the turret. 100 mil on the front of the hull, 80 on the sides, 45 on the rear. The turret is good though, 200 on the front, 130 on the sides, 60 on the rear. And I'm playing it quite aggressively, as you can see. Like I say, I have sort of recently acquired this, and this is my first ace tanker on it. So I've come straight across the river to a fairly forward position on this mound, and I find it quite good for doing a few early spots. It's a position I like to use in my light tanks and stuff with good gun depression, which the Type 59 does not have. So took a shot at the KV-3, badly aimed shot to be fair, and it bounced, although that one went into his tracks. And now there's a T-25AT, so I'm going to back up. And you can see bounced straight off the turret. It is so good at that. And the KV-3's just bounced off my turret as well. The turret is fantastic on this, especially if you can get up close and keep moving so that the shots are poorly aimed. You'll bounce all day long. And at a small distance like that with the... well, I mean, they're only a tier below. It's a tier 7 heavy and a tier 7 tank destroyer. And the T-25AT can have a 105mm gun. It's a good gun, but then again, it's the one off the thinking about it, it's the one off the T-29. I think it's 198mm of pen, and I have 200mm of frontal turret armour. Although the 198 is your average at 100 meters, so theoretically it's a 50-50 whether it could get through. Anyway, I give the Tiger a good shot in the front there, put one into the side of the Tiger 2's turret, and pull back again because I took a bounce off something. No point tempting fate and staying out there for him to get a better shot. Put another one into the side of the Tiger 2 as he's pulling back. And now he's in cover. And the trick is, and it sounds so simple, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do it, and even I'm a culprit occasionally, is put yourself in a position where only one tank can return fire at any one time. You know, that's what you've got to try and do. And that's what I'm doing there. When I saw the Tiger 2 on my flank, I pulled back so that if anything shot at me, it would only be him. There's the hammer again. And there's a slight dip there on the top of that hill, as you saw, which is really good for stuff like the Type 59 that's quite low profile with a strong turret sitting, and it hides most of your hull. Didn't quite get a shot on the T-29 then. I think I just clipped his tracks, although it looks like that poor bugger has got the 90mm. He's got the second turret, so I would say he's got the 90mm. That's not a very happy T-29. He's even less happy now. So there's a VK3601 up there. I'm going to keep pushing forwards because if I don't, the fight's going to get away from me. And I'm going to keep bullying these lower tiers. Do you know, it is nice to have a match like this, especially when you're doing some horrific grind. I'm not saying that the British mediums are horrific, far from it, but it's a big grind to do in a short time frame. It really is. A couple of good shots on the T-25 too, and yeah, he gets annihilated, which is very satisfactory. I despised that tank. And I took another couple of bounces there as well. So we've got a KV Fortress. Yeah, just knocked his tracks off. I'm not surprised it didn't penetrate. They are one tough tank. They really are. And he blows my tracks off in return, but I take no damage, fortunately. There's that hammer I've been pestering most of the match. And now he's just destroyed his own cover, so it gives me a good shot. Although, left him on a little sliver of health. But he's still pulling back, and I reload in time just to finish him off. Now let's see if we can deal with the Steyr-Emil and the KV-4, although the Steyr-Emil ducks down out of my view. Yeah, he's behind that. I thought he might be behind the wood, but he wasn't. He's actually behind the hill, so I can't get a shot at him. The KV-4 reminds me that he's still there by bouncing off my hull. And I failed to penetrate, but somebody finishes him off. Probably that tank destroyer on the island in the middle. So, the enemy are now down to a Motherland on very low health. Right, correct. Correct that, the now down to a T-32 on just above half health. And now it's that part of the game where everybody gets very brave and just rushes the last remaining enemy tank on the team to try and just get that extra last bit of damage in. And I'm no different. I want that damage, I want my XP, and I want my silver. And I managed to get one shot onto him before he gets killed. And there's the match. And as you could see there by my little manoeuvre at the end, I was quite pleased with myself. So, not a bad little earner there, 178,000 credits, well, silver profit credits. God, that's an old school thing, showing my age. A daily double of just over 7,000, but I think some of that came from ops as well. Got a scout medal, and yeah, 250 from there, 500 from there, so I got an extra 750, but I got my ace tanker and a scout medal, 3,500 damage done myself, 3,800 assisted, and 2,000 damage blocked. Lovely little match. Really enjoyed that. So anyway, like I said, tomorrow should hopefully be a grind to the FV4202 special. Fingers crossed I will make it. Keep them crossed for me, because I really would like to get it before they change it to a premium. Anyway, as always, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I hope some of it has been useful for you. You know, hopefully finding out how to play certain tanks or what to do in certain situations. But anyway, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel out. And yeah, as always, take care out there. I'll catch you next time. See you later.